a land very, very far away in space and time and fantasy. Well, really, it's just in some guy's head. These are the dark diaries of the incredible divine dictator king Aaronanthony VII. Join us as we delve into the mind of the cruelest dark lord ever to walk the lands of Aaronopolis, a completely real world he didn't just make up. Beware, these tales are not for the faint of heart. Listen if you dare.
Not members 15th, 1995. Dear Diary, it is as the old saying goes. The winter season has finally arrived like we were all dreading. I am glad I had my renovations made to Vacation Ship Castle in the north. I had them build me a warm room because it is much colder and darker now that it is winter. Sturvener says we are at a latitude where we will have mostly dark until spring. 39 said this is the perfect time for the Dark Lord to begin sowing this well-tilled land. I said, what is a late dude? 40 said, let's roast chestnuts by an open fire. I do not mind the always dark because there is always light coming from the demon flame, so I can see just fine. Outside of the fort city Aaronanthony's northern stronghold, it is pretty cold and covered in snow. It snows like once a day up here. I said if river is frozen, why don't we just slide down on the ice all the way down the mountain? Sturvener said, I am pretty sure that is very dangerous, my lord, but sure, whatever, let's just waste valuable resources and strong men. That was 4 weeks ago, and they have sent no word. I bet it goes well. They are probably just too busy to send a raven, even though I sent like 27 of them, with half that ravens, and they are all best bird handler, slave bobsledder Jamaican guys. It is nice to have so many experts in pretty much any trade in my kingdom. Expert shipbuilders, expert snowman builders, expert cobblers. I found the cobbler. He didn't even go anywhere. What a convenience, because now I have snow boots, and 40 has snow boots. 39 says she wants Prada footwear, whatever that is, probably made by children. 39's 39 Sacrifices Festival has run its course, and it was a huge success. 39 and a half people died, some in a very cruel and painful manner. How wonderful. 39 always has good ideas. She had an idea to tar and feather all the peoples she has scalped, and then had them run race. I called it 50 Chicken Run. 40 has all right ideas, I guess. Her best ones involve pleasure. I usually keep wives that are very pleasurable. I once had a 12th wife who was very pleasurable, but she is still in Central. People are reporting a lady in white coming and going from Fancy Carriage Slayer. Expert fur blanket maker slave guy said my wife ordered a lot of blankets to keep warm in the same Slayer. But 39 sleeps in Vacation Ship Castle, not Heavy Metal Carriage Slayer. 40 doesn't sleep. Who would call their child blanket? Probably some guy people would call a child molester during his life, and then a legend immediately after he died, and then a molester again after a special on a box in Home Office. Talented sister, though. I have mirror of wireless broadcast to show me central going-ons. Captain Smoothface finally made Slave Lizard's trainer guy try new eye taken from slave. He said the infection is getting worse. 40 gave me a magic rose in a jar. How sweet, huh? It pairs with my mirror very well. 39 said Sturvener is just an illusionist. The only magic comes from the heart of the Dark Lord and will soon purge this world. I told her I love purges, but Sturvener is not ill. I trust Sturvener very much. He says things like, "Yes, your incredibleness, of course, my lord," and "Don't worry, your divineness, there is no mole here." I knew that. Rodents hibernate during the winter. I am leading biomixologist in North, even better than silly lady in woods who does the same apothecary practices as leading nobles, but she is called witch. Fear is a very powerful weapon. I am glad most of my subjects are pretty dumb. Could you imagine if the 9 million people revolted against me? There is at least 6 million people in the north here. At least. 39 said I should have paid more attention at math in high school instead of juggling. The love fear of the north has turned into blind servitude. All the slaves now have painted faces like 39's dark hollowed out evil eyes that she got pretty much like right after I gave her spell of my soul. I almost forgot 39 was once an innocent girl from the east. 40 said, "She is pretty intense." I said, "No, 40, she lives in Chamber 39 and Ship 39, Castle Vacation Ship in the north." 39 said, "Thanks for the recap, Dictator Cakes, but that bitch is dead." Then I heard a faint yell as if someone was crying out for help, but then I realized I already helped the North when I gave them the demon flame. Sturvener has given me completely healthy tonics with only one side effect. Trusting him even more. Man, what a good guy, huh? We do not have apples in the north, which is dumb, especially since this is the first time I have talked about them for like over a year. We only get regionally sourced food up here. It is incredibly difficult to get new luxury items up here. Why would you think that's simple? New copper still has arrived. I had it made from a group of slaves who hate molding copper. I call them Scots. I will make northern brandy up here or something. Honestly, whatever. I don't really care. Someone will just do it for me because I command absolutely everything in this totalitarian dictatorship. I say, "Hey slave, kill yourself." They say, "How high?" I say, "Who is your favorite Dark Lord?" They say, "Do you mean you or the actual Dark Lord?" Silly slaves, there is only one Aaronanthony VII, incredible dictator, ruler, king of everyone, everywhere, alive, ever. Today, I fell off a horse, and what do we do when we fall off the horse? Kill the horse, of course.
What insane minds would comprehend engagement of such atrocious acts? Apparently you. You must be sickening. And now, more entries from the dark diaries of Aaronanthony VII.
Not members, 37th, 1995. My beloved diary. Today, we took Aunt Her and Aunt Him, domesticated moose, out for a mountain stroll in the mountains. When I say we, I mean 40 and I, And 40 is the woman I had stolen from the northern shithole village and gave her spell to change her completely and convince her of her undying love for dictator, divine king, Aaronanthony VII, ruler of everyone alive ever. Just in case you were not paying attention or you started on, say, episode 4. Who does that anyway? The moose are pretty tall, which is nice because there is like 6 feet of snow everywhere we go, except around giant demon flame that is now surrounded by a moat of mucky mud filled with snails. I am not sure about the snails, but when I told Sturvener there had to be snails in the mud, he told me I was very smart. I am very smart, it is true. 39 did not go on the mountain moose stroll in the mountains because she does not have a moose. She said her chariot will arrive soon. I asked if it will be a sweet chariot, and she said, of course, it will be totally brutal and awesome. Good for her, huh? A slave killed another slave today. It will take all winter to wait for spring and the News River. Sturvener said he will appoint helmsmen to operate raft to guide logs down the river. He said it will be very dangerous, and I said it will be very fun. I hope I get to try it, but Sturvener said I would probably die. I certainly don't think so. I am very agile. I know what is safe and what is not safe. When I killed 17 people last year on Aaronanthony III Day, it was very safe. I acquired no injuries. One time, I did acquire an injury, and it was very painful. Now, with Sturvener, I pretty much feel nothing but euphoria, which is pretty neat and very healthy. I am alert all winter, not even any snoozes during the moose ride. I think 40 did a backflip with her moose horse, but that seems pretty unlikely. It is, as they call it, a winter land of wonderfulness. 40 has indeed kept me warm all winter. Also, so has Demon Flame. I was going to have Slave Cobbler make me mud walking boots, but I lost him again. Where does this guy keep going? Sturvener said he certainly is not a rat. I know what species he is, wizard. Ice skating pond with 40 was very pleasant. She ate peanuts while we skated and enjoyed our time. Captain Roughface snooped around and found a Pogon guy or girl. I couldn't really tell. And 40 used her skate to flay it. I sent the eyes down to Central for Derek. I bet he misses me as much as I miss him. Lizards miss, right? There is lots of ice up here, and I have made many daiquiris. Banana, mango, strawberry, strawberry banana, strawberry banana mango. 39 said those are pansy summer drinks, and I should drink ale out of the skulls of my enemies, which I also do. Her meetings with slave cult following have grown longer. I decided to start calling it Church of Aaronanthony VII. 39 said, "Oh, my sweet pawn, I do enjoy prawns. They are very tasty." Also, coincidentally, Aaronanthony is great tennis player. There are no lizards in snow-filled north, in case you didn't know. There are moose and wolves and yetis, but not lizards. Also, I decided there are going to be mountain trolls. Those exist too. I told Sturvener to invent refrigeration already so Central could have daiquiris too. He said, "Okay, boss." I bet Captain Smoothface wants a brandy on the rocks right now. He is an alcoholic who is very violent and angry. Very good man. It is very hot in the south, and in the south, oftentimes people will just go naked without clothes. How lewd, huh? Northern people do not do that because if they did that, they would certainly die from hypothermia like Fordy's dog. We made 900 coats in the fall, and everyone looks great. It is a pretty stylish winter. I did a good job. Forty said she wanted baby in belly, so tonight we are not going to go on the chin, but in the egg. Then after, we can have poached eggs and cranberries. I only poach eggs, not wild beasts. Chef made us fox burgers tonight.
Will 39 ever be the same again? Will Sturvener make more tonics? Will Derek get more ice? With the way this guy writes, probably don't find out next on one last diary entry of the incredible dictator king Aaronanthony VII, ruler of all.
Deep Members 25th, 1995. Dear Diary, good news, 40 is pregnant. We spent a week trying like all the time, and it worked. Sturvener said it will be a miracle if the baby wasn't but I did not let him finish the sentence. Slaves get offended very easily, you know. Last night, when I urinated on one, it actually just took it. I guess slaves are pretty submissive, huh? Aaronanthony is never offended or cranky and loves a good joke. Unless it is about divine dictator, ruler, king, then subjugator will suffer immensely. I bet that trait won't change about me. What a wonderful vacation I am having up here in the north, which I am supreme ruler, dictator, king of. 39 said it is the calm before the storm, but she must not be paying attention because it snows like every day up here. 39 was not very pleased to hear about 40's insemination done by myself, Aaronanthony VII. I will spare you the details, but it was pretty hot, and I had my anus licked several times. 39 calls 40 nut gobbler. Just because she prefers seeds, nuts, and legumes does not mean we should be unkind. Aaronanthony, always kind. Stupid Pogon snuck into Fort City and slaves ravished him to shreds. Yes, to shreds, I say. I wanted to test the loyalty of the dark-eyed slaves and told one to kill himself. He looked at 39, who nodded, and then he did. The blood was everywhere, and 39 and I had a long-awaited blood bath. We didn't talk much. Blood gets her randy. All of the northern flowers are under 9 feet of snow up here, or 2.7 meters. In southern, desert flowers are pretty special. Sturvener says the days are getting longer and spring is around the corner. He said he must prepare to leave to the shipbuilding factory at the shore. I didn't even know that it was being built. I guess these things just don't spring out of the ground. Vacation ship 39 is done for now. I might upgrade it later, but not for this season. We are done. Sturvener suggested I ride down the raft guiding the massive logs for shipbuilding in the spring. I told him that was very dangerous, and why would he ever put me in such danger? He is lucky he doesn't have some boyfriend I could kill. Sturvener only commits to Aaronanthony, not pleasurable sex with anyone else. Wood cutting has continued all winter long, and only 16 slaves have died from it. It is okay. I have so many slaves, they are expendable. I also have so much wood, guys. And then I will sail across the sea and be first Aaronanthony to conquer lands across Salt Sea. When I talk to 39 about it, she gets very passionate and her voice deepens and her eyes glow red. It is pretty sexy. I am glad she is in love with conquering as much as I am. I am also glad 40 likes to be spanked and choked. 39 said she was not supposed to birth the Dark Prince. I told her, well, we made fertilization #1 priority. I didn't even pull out once. I sure do love 40. I hope nothing bad happens to her. I saw the mysterious white ghost coming out of the fancy carriage Slayer the other day. It looked like the ghost was defecating. When I went to investigate, I saw a pile of human feces and heard ghost snoring coming from fancy carriage Slayer. Slayer must be haunted with a ghost. Sturvener says we go through lots of poppy juice. Poppy. Since it is winter, everyone is sad with seasonal acquired depression. Thankfully, I take tonics to not feel the effects of sadness. I told everyone to just not be sad, and Sturvener said mental illness isn't something you can just turn on and off like a light switch. I told him we don't even have electricity yet, so why don't you just go and get on that already? What is more important, lights or ships to invade savages? Certainly boats, and certainly not mental illness. Real men just keep that shit bottled up so it can become a tumor later. When my son, Aaronanthony VIII, is born, he will follow in my footsteps as great divine dictator king ruler of all alive everywhere ever. He will be taught many things by his great father, but mostly the midwife and Sturvener. I sure do trust Sturvener. I found out there are no snails in the mud pit around the fire. Worms, though. Lots of worms. I found Cobbler again. Apparently, he has a family whom he likes to visit. I told him to make 39, 40, and myself mud boots, or I would kill his family. Sturvener said he wanted mud boots too, but he does not get them. 40 and I made a snowman family. It was pretty cute. Then we killed a pogon and bathed in its blood. 39 did not join. She has not joined in bloodbath since the inoculation. Plus, she is always busy with the Church of Aaronanthony VII, which is a lot of work for her to do just for me, and not because she is possessed or anything. Too busy for bloodbaths, but not too busy to take state in juggling and scalping. I must confess, she is better juggler than I, which is saying a lot. I asked Sturvener how old 39 was, and he said, "Best not worry about that, my lord. Here, have a tonic." Sturvener is right. I best not worry about such things, or any things for that matter. I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
These sick and twisted diary entries are a production of the Hive Mind Collective S.L.C. Sound engineer, portrait artist, and handsome narrator by Casey Jackson. Writer, director, video producer, sketch artist, and voice of Aaronanthony is Scott Millett. Go to the HiveMindCollectiveSLC.com.
Ruler so handsome.
wintertime, I very much like to build snowmen and go outside and pick up balls of snow and throw them at 40, and she throws them at me, and we have just a gay old time. Luckily, it is not as cold as it probably should be because of the eternal demon flame that has not gone out yet or gotten bigger.
The Dark Diaries of Aaronanthony VII is a production of the Hive Mind Collective, S.L.C.